Hello guys, welcome again to another BTC update. I hope you are doing great today. Bitcoin current price as of today is 28,460 US dollars. A lot of things happening on the chart for Bitcoin on the macro and on the micro, good and bad. So stick around to the end of the video because I will be sharing a lot of interesting information with you guys. As always, like, share, and subscribe. It means a lot if you can help the channel grow. With that being said, let's jump straight into the charts and talk about BTC and what's happening with Bitcoin. So last time we left off, we were around this zone, the green zone, which is around 26,600 US dollars for Bitcoin. And if you remember my last YouTube video, I was stressing and emphasizing the importance of holding this zone in order for us to have at least one more chance to tap 27,500. And I was also expecting Bitcoin to actually tap 27,500 before any major move. I was expecting a small retracement here, if I'm not mistaken, towards 26.4, which I didn't get. And then I was expecting a move up towards 27.500. And then obviously nothing. At 27.5, the scenarios were very clear. Break 27.5, go to 29.5, reject at 27.5, probably head towards the green zone once more. Fortunately for us, the scenario played out fully. The bullish scenario played out fully with us holding the green zone, going for that test of 27.5, breaking that 27.5 as you can see, and with a confirmed breakout and heading towards our target of 29.5, actually wicking above it by around 1.3%. So the whole move played out perfectly based on the TA guidelines and rules. Consolidation, retest of 27.5, breaking 27.5, going to 29.5. We avoided the drop to the blue zone by avoiding a breakdown of 26,400 US dollars. So the big question is, what is next for Bitcoin? On the micro time frames, the daily is still bullish, so I'm still not seeing any rallies, any super breakdowns, but there is a small retracement that I think is about to happen on the micro time frames towards this orange box right here, which is between 27,600 and 28,000 US dollars. All right, holding this retracement will be very important, obviously, for more continuation to the upside, at least to test 29K once more. Losing this this orange zone, most likely will take us to the bottom of the channel once more to the green zone around 26,000. I would say 600 to 700 US dollars. All right, that's on the micro time frame for this move. Reason for this analysis is because if you remember from my last video, I have this red channel to the upside, and every time we go above it, we try to retest the support and we fail to hold it as support, and we just basically fake out. And right now we're probably doing the same thing unless we hold the pullback as support. And again, the pullback is something that looks similar to this or to this. All right, so the indicators are bearish and then you fail to hold it as support. You go to try to retest again, and then the indicators flip bearish, and then you fail to hold the top of the channel as support, and then you drop. So right now, when the indicators start to flip bearish, expect the pullback. If we don't pull back and we consolidate and the indicators go from full bearish to start of bullish again, and we're still over 28K, then expect a move up from 28K rather from below. But again, no one can see that far into the future. Right now on the micro, expecting a pullback. The best case scenario is that we do pull back and we hold the pullback and we start moving up. The best case scenario is we just consolidate over 28K and we start moving up. The second best case scenario is basically we do the pullback towards 27.6 and then we start moving up. And the worst case scenario on the micro is basically we go to the pullback, we fail to hold it as support, and then we drop towards the bottom of the channel. So basically three scenarios on the micro time frame: either consolidation and start to move up, or pullback and start to move up, or lose the region and go back to the bottom area right there. All right, now on the macro, it gets a little bit more interesting than this. So on the macro, I drew this head and shoulder formation, if I'm not mistaken, back in September. Let's check here. Yeah, September 17th, 2023. So 1 month old prediction. And this was before any of this movement. If you can see here, it was before anything formed here. And I was saying a move like this before end of year would probably decimate at the moon call mentality traders, followers, influencer, aka hopium based people who are bullishly full of hopium or bearishly full of hopium without regards to any TA at all. Take my advice, flip bullish on the macro only if 31K flips, can be flipped and is broken, and can be flipped as support on the weekly. Any rally up right now should be treated as a short squeeze or trap, in my humble opinion. Any rally October and November. Now, if you check this drawing and you check the wave counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which I haven't fiddled with at all, by the way, and you check my chart, you will see that it's exactly the same. So 1, 2, 3, 4, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on the chart is the same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the big question right now, since this is playing out so perfectly, the biggest question will be Maze. Are we done? Is the right shoulder formed already? To be honest, it would be very, very shocking for me if this pattern formation just played out right now, as of right now. Reason being is that the weekly indicators are still bullish, right? So what actually 30 should have been tapped, but I wasn't expecting it to be tapped so fast, so quick. I was expecting, October, November, and then after that we start to head down. But this candle to the upside, this volatile candle to the upside, is like a curveball for traders. So okay, 30 has been K, liquidity has been 30K has been reached, has been tapped, liquidity has been grabbed. So what's next after that? So it's a curveball basically. But I would say that it would be very, very shocking for me to see us dropping from here. All right. What should happen is something like this, for example, where you see consolidation, okay, over a couple of weeks, and then as you enter December, you start to retrace. All right. Or maybe something like this. This could also be the case. All right. This could also be the case. Something like that. All right, where we need something on the highs. I mean, it will be very weird. Now, it has happened before. There are some charts, some altcoin charts, where you have a shoulder, a left shoulder, a head, a right shoulder, and the right shoulder is only a wick, and then after that the drop happens. There are charts like this, so it's not like it's highly unlikely, but it's just very weird for me to see us doing this from now. Now, obviously, we will have confirmations. I have a new trend line here, which is probably the trend line to watch. And we need to pay very, very close attention to this, definitely. Definitely. And the next couple of weeks will be very, very interesting for Bitcoin as we develop this chart, because I want to see also if this will be the case or not. Bullish indicators on the weekly should be a good sign for the bulls. The bulls should be happy as of now. The bulls need to expect price action to keep moving up and up and up. We don't want to see consolidation. We don't want to see a range from now to end of November, because if we see a range from now to end of November, it's just one of the telltale signs that this right shoulder is being formed, and this head and shoulder pattern is probably going to form 100%. Obviously, the confirmation of the breakout will be a loss of the neckline, which will take us towards the low end of the range, which is around 20K. All right. So pay attention to this chart very, very, very closely. And that is it for me today, guys. On the micro time frames, I'm expecting a small pullback. Best case scenario is consolidation over 28 over the next 24 hours. Second best case scenario is basically having that pullback towards 27,600, grabbing some liquidity from there, and then starting to move up. Worst case scenario is basically losing that $27,600 region on that pullback, and most likely going towards 26,700 next for Bitcoin. So three scenarios for the pullback. Obviously, as we move forward, more data will come in. I would give this, I would say, roughly speaking, I would give this 24 to 48 hours to basically finalize. So from now to 24 48 hours, if we're still above 28K, still holding good above 28K, then most likely the move will come from there. If we lose 28K, or if we are in that pullback, then we need to see the reaction here around this orange box, all right? Holding the orange box, consolidating in the orange box is going to be a good sign of another move up to happen. Losing the orange box will most likely take us to the bottom of the channel once more, around 26,700 US dollars, give or take a few $100s. On the macro, pay attention to the head and shoulders formation that might be forming over the couple of months. There are some signs that this is going to play out, and I explained to you guys already. Consolidation is not a good sign. Losing major support is not a good sign. But as always, I will keep you updated with regards to both charts. Thank you again for watching the video, guys. As always, like, share, and subscribe. It means a lot to the channel if you can help it grow. And follow me on Twitter, link in the description below. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.